You open the app at 6 a.m. on Black Friday for one thing, a pair of headphones. $40 maybe. 40 minutes later, your cart has 14 items in it. You still haven't bought the headphones. That's not a lack of self-control. That is the biggest shopping day of the year, working exactly as designed. By the end of this video, you will never open that app on a sale day the same way again. Let's start at the exact moment the app opens. The deals page you see is not the deals page your friend sees. Same app, same morning, different prices, different order, different deals up top. Researchers who study online retail call this algorithmic personalization, a pricing engine that has watched what you clicked, paused on, and almost bought before. From inside the company, that page was never really the deals. It was a page built specifically to be irresistible to you, and only you. You experience a lucky morning. From inside the system, you are a segment of one. The first deal card has a red clock on it, counting down. 2 hours, 14 minutes, 6 seconds left. In 2019, researchers at Princeton studied more than 11,000 online stores for exactly this pattern. They found countdown timers that reset themselves the moment they hit zero. The industry term for this is a dark pattern, an interface built to produce a decision, not to inform one. You experience pressure to decide now. From inside the app, that clock will happily do this all day. Under the price, a second number sits with a thin line struck through it. List price, $199. Today, $99. In 2023, regulators across the European Union began requiring stores to disclose the lowest price shown in the previous 30 days. Investigators kept finding list prices that were never the real recent selling price at all. This is called reference pricing, a higher number planted beside the real one, so the real one feels earned. You experience a rescue. From inside the pricing team, that crossed-out number was chosen for exactly this effect. Under the deal, a small line appears. Only 2 left at this price. Refresh the page. It still says 2. This is called manufactured scarcity, a number chosen for urgency, not necessarily for inventory. You experience a closing window. From inside the system, that number rarely, if ever, hits 0. Beneath the scarcity badge, another line. 50,000 people bought this in the last hour. You watch the number climb while you're still deciding. This is social proof, evidence that other people already decided, offered in place of a reason. From inside the platform, a rising number is one of the cheapest persuasion tools that exists. You experience reassurance. From inside the system, you are being shown a crowd to join, not a fact to weigh. You tap the headphones. One button sits beneath them, bigger than the rest. No cart, no second screen, no second thought. In 1999, the one-click purchase button was patented as an entirely new invention. It was specifically designed to remove every remaining step between wanting something and owning it. Researchers call the discomfort of spending the pain of payment. The fewer steps between wanting and owning, the less of that discomfort you ever feel. You experience speed. From inside the company, every removed step is measured in additional purchases per year. A button appears at checkout. Pay in 4 interest-free installments, $25 today. The rest spread across 3 more paychecks. Behavioral economists call this pennies a day framing. Breaking a cost into small pieces makes people underestimate the total far more than seeing one price at once. You experience an easy yes. From inside the system, 4 small yeses add up to the exact same total, just harder to feel. The headphones are already on their way before you've closed the app. A new tab lights up at the bottom of the screen. Lightning deals. The deals inside it change every few minutes, all day long. You open it once to check. Then again. Then again. Psychologists have studied unpredictable rewards like this since the mid-20th century. A reward that arrives on a random schedule creates stronger checking behavior than one that arrives on a fixed one. The industry calls this variable reward, the same structure that keeps a slot machine interesting after the first pull. You experience a treasure hunt. From inside the system, you are opening the app more times than you planned to today. A bundle appears. Buy the headphones with a case and a cable for one combined price. Bought separately, the case and cable barely register as a decision worth making. Bundled with something you already wanted, they start to feel included, almost free. This works the same way a deliberately unappealing third option can make a different option look like the obvious choice. You experience a smart bundle. From inside the pricing team, 2 extra items just rode in on a decision you'd already made. A green banner promises free returns for the next 90 days. That single line removes the last hesitation before you tap buy. Researchers who study online retail call this return friction removal. The easier the exit feels, the easier the entrance becomes. You experience a safety net. From inside the company, most people who could return something never actually do. You close the app to make coffee. It does not close the loop. A notification slides in. Still thinking about it? Your cart misses you. You never had a cart. You had one tab you didn't finish closing. The system doesn't know the difference. It only knows you looked and didn't buy. This is a form of sunk cost exploitation, treating your attention as a debt you now owe. You experience a friendly reminder. From inside the system, you are an unfinished funnel, and funnels get followed up on. You close the app. The headphones follow you anyway. They show up in your social feed an hour later, then on a news site, then again. This is called retargeting. An ad that already knows exactly what you almost bought. Each appearance is timed to catch you at a different, unguarded moment. You experience a coincidence. From inside the system, that coincidence was purchased in advance. You're $12 short of free shipping. A banner tells you exactly how close you are. You add a $6 phone case you didn't come for. Now, shipping is free. The case cost more than shipping ever would have. This is called a shipping threshold, tuned to sit just above your average cart. You experience a smart save. From inside the system, you just spent more money to feel like you spent less. A banner offers an extra 10% off, app only. You already have the app open. The discount still worked. Most people don't have it open. That's exactly who the banner is for. Getting someone to install the app once is worth more than any single sale. Once it's installed, it can message you directly, any day it wants. You experience a bonus discount. From inside the system, you just installed a direct line to your attention, indefinitely. A video autoplays in your feed, someone unboxing 40 Black Friday hauls. It doesn't say advertisement anywhere on it. Some of it technically isn't one, not by the strict legal definition anyway. Disclosure rules generally only cover paid partnerships, not products bought and reviewed independently. The line between a recommendation and a commercial has quietly gotten thinner. You experience a friend's opinion. From inside the system, you watched 40 minutes of product marketing that never called itself that. At checkout, a small banner appears. Free trial, 1 month, cancel anytime. Free 2-day shipping if you join. You're already checking out. You tap yes. In 2023, regulators sued a major online retailer over exactly this kind of sign-up flow. Court filings described an internal cancellation process so long that employees had nicknamed it after an ancient epic poem. Joining took 1 tap. Leaving took 4 confirmation screens and a survey. This is called Roach Motel design. Easy to enter, deliberately hard to leave. You experience a convenient membership. From inside the company, every extra screen between you and canceling buys another month of revenue. The app icon sits on your home screen with a small red number on it. 3 new deals. It wasn't there an hour ago. In the 1920s, psychologist Bluma Zygarnik found that unfinished tasks stick in memory far more than completed ones. An unopened red badge is a small, unfinished task your brain doesn't like leaving alone. You experience mild curiosity. From inside the system, that red dot has a measurable effect on how often you open the app. An item you saved to your wish list months ago sends you a notification. Price dropped. Now or never, the message implies. You'd genuinely forgotten you saved it. The system never forgot. It has been waiting for exactly this day to remind you. You experience a happy accident. From inside the system, that reminder was scheduled months in advance. Once you've joined, the free trial itself starts working on you differently. You start checking for deals you wouldn't have opened the app for otherwise. Researchers call this the endowment effect. Once something feels like yours, giving it up feels like a loss. A trial you might forget to use becomes a trial you feel obligated to get value from. You experience membership perks. From inside the system, you are now less likely to comparison shop anywhere else today. You check the headphones price again that evening. Out of curiosity. It's $4 higher than it was that morning. Same day, same listing. No sale, no notice, no explanation. Financial journalists have found some online prices change dozens of times within a single day. The algorithm that sets that number has no memory of the price you saw at 6 a.m. You experience a fair market. From inside the system, the market is being recalculated around you specifically all day long. Next to a random product, a small badge reads, Amazon's Choice. Nobody outside the company can fully explain how a product earns it. It reads like an award. It functions like a nudge toward one specific listing among thousands. From inside the platform, that badge is a lever that can be pointed at whichever listing the algorithm currently favors. You experience a trusted pick. From inside the system, you are being routed, not just informed. You try to check out as a guest, just this once. There's no visible option for that anymore. Account creation used to be optional. Now, it's just how the page is built. An account remembers your cart, your address, your card, and every click after this one. You experience a faster checkout next time. From inside the system, you just became a permanent, trackable customer instead of a one-time sale. You scroll the reviews before buying. 4.6 stars, thousands of them. You don't see the ones quietly removed for looking coordinated. Platforms routinely remove reviews suspected of being incentivized or fake, but rarely disclose how many or which ones. The number you see is already a curated one. You experience informed confidence. From inside the system, you are trusting a score you can't audit. One last screen appears before the order confirms. Gift wrap, extended warranty, a protect your purchase plan, all pre-checked. You'd have to uncheck each one individually to skip them. This is a dark pattern researchers call a pre-selected default. Doing nothing at all quietly becomes saying yes to all three. You experience a smooth checkout. From inside the system, inertia just sold you 3 more things. By checkout, the page shows a delivery countdown. Order in the next 43 minutes for delivery tomorrow. The deadline is real. The urgency is manufactured on top of it. You experience a small race against the clock. From inside the system, that race ends the same way it always does. You try to check if it's actually cheaper anywhere else. The listing has no visible model number, just a marketing name. Different sellers use slightly different bundle names for what should be the same product. That's not an accident. A hard-to-match listing is a hard-to-undercut listing. You experience a unique deal. From inside the system, you are a shopper who gave up comparing after 90 seconds. By the time you check out, the 14 items in your cart average out to less thought each than the headphones alone got. Now put the whole morning back together, in order. The personalized deals page was never neutral. It was built around your own past clicks. The countdown clock resets itself the moment it hits 0. The crossed-out price was chosen for the anchor, not the discount. The only 2 left badge rarely, if ever, runs out. The rising purchase counter handed you a crowd to join instead of a reason to decide. The one-click button was built to remove your last chance to reconsider. The Lightning Deals tab was built to be checked compulsively, all day long. The bundle rode 2 extra items in on a decision you'd already made. The abandoned cart notification treated your attention as a debt still owed. The free trial was 1 tap to join and 4 screens to leave. The trust badge routed you toward a listing, not just described one. And the delivery countdown turned checkout itself into one last race against the clock. The 4 payment button made the same total feel like 4 separate, easier yeses. The free returns banner removed your last hesitation before checkout. The retargeted ad followed you off the app, timed to catch you unguarded. The red notification badge turned an unopened app into an unfinished task. The price itself was never fixed. It moved around you all day. The pre-checked extras turned doing nothing into saying yes 3 times. And the unmatched listing name made comparing prices too much work to bother. And the forgotten wishlist item was never really forgotten. It was scheduled. The free shipping threshold was tuned to sit just above what you were already spending. The app-only discount was really a permanent line into your attention. The unboxing video was 40 minutes of marketing that never called itself that. The missing guest checkout turned a one-time sale into a permanent account. And the star rating you trusted was already a curated, edited number. None of these are separate accidents. They are one blueprint, running through every screen of the biggest shopping day of the year. A credit card removed the sting of a swipe so you'd spend without feeling it. A streaming app removed the friction of choosing so you'd watch without deciding. A shopping app removed every remaining second between wanting and owning, then filled that second with 13 more things to want. The mechanism is identical every time. Only the packaging changes for the season. Here's the part worth sitting with. None of this is illegal. None of it is even hidden, technically. It's just never named, because the entire system works better when you experience it as a great deal instead of a design. This isn't about willpower, and it was never about being bad with money. It's a system built by people who study exactly how attention and urgency move, and design every screen accordingly. Knowing all of this will not make next year's countdown clock feel any different. That's not a flaw in you. That's simply how well the design works. The app was never testing whether you needed the headphones. It was testing whether the friction was gone. And the next time that countdown clock hits 0 and quietly resets itself for the next person, some clear part of your brain is going to whisper, "I see what you're doing." We take them apart one by one. So if you'd rather see the system than be moved by it, you already know what to do.